Okay, so here I am up in my attic again. I just wanted to show you, like, my dust mask here, exactly some of the extents that I've been infiltrated, basically. Some of the extents this satanic cult of fungus worshippers will go through. I noticed this last night, and I wanted to get a video of this up close to show how much this doesn't make any sense. So I'm up here in my attic. Now you can see, basically it's a mold factory. You can't really tell right now, but there's a reason I'm wearing this mask. So what I did is I'm trying to hook up the centrifugal blower, basically because I need a ridge vent. There's not enough ventilation here. And what's happening is that the mold is coming up from, I'll show you, it's coming up from back here. Basically, this is the source. Hold on a sec here, okay? Ow. You could see the roof? Now, see how it's hanging? Some of the, let me take this light out. But, oh look, my flash has been turned off. Hold on a sec here, let me turn it back on. Hold on. There we go. So, now you can see how, you can see this stuff hanging. See it swinging? So it's swinging there. Now this is the source. See how it's all black? See how it's all hanging? Over here, look. See this shit? That's mold, that's black mold. See it over there? You can see it, hold on, let me get it up close. That's black mold. See it hanging? And this is the source down here. See all this over here? See the way that was installed? Honestly, I think that was installed way after. This is one of their tricks. They like to splinter wood. I think that shows like where they're at. That's one of their calling cards. But basically, this is the source. The source is coming from over here. I don't want to get that on my hands and knees yet. Actually, I will. Just give me a second. So I'll show you one of the sources is over here. Now, if you were to see, I'll show you. It's from down here. See what they've done? Hold on a second. I hate getting down on my face, but I will. See this? It's from way down over here. Trust me, it's coming up from all this insulation. It's coming down from, there's gaps over there. And I'll show you, there's a hole. I want to reach over there, but I can't right now. See it all? Look at it. This is what this black rug represents. This is like their calling card to say that, oh, there's black mold coming from here. They think the way this cult works is that if they leave stupid hints like this, it's supposed to make it okay. They're supposed to escape the karmic consequence of their actions. They're just a bunch of fucking losers. See that shit? So, fuck. So this is where it's coming from and what they've done. Now this is what I want to show. See this? They change electrical wiring. There's a reason for all this. Look how clean it is. Look. See this? They redo electrical. Trust me. Look how clean it is. Look at the cleat. It's perfect. Watch. There's barely anything on it. It's shiny fucking clean. Look at that. Do you know how old this house is? This has been here. There's no reason this should be this clean. It's been, see, I was here yesterday, but it's like they were just here. I swear to God, they were here like fucking like this week. And they did this. Because, look, there's barely anything hanging on it. See how stuff is starting to? you can see stuff is starting to form on it. But it's like, it's really clean. Look at it. It's like clean as fuck. Hold on, let me focus. Look. The cleats are shiny. Look at that. There's barely, you could tell stuff is just starting to form on it. Because I was venting and maybe I shook up the dirt in here. But it's like, look. Barely anything. So it's really fucking clean. And it's like, it's pretty strange. It's like, now there's some other wires here too. But anyways, I wanted to show how clean that was. Well, this one's a little bit dirtier. But it's like, look, stuff's starting to form on it. Now there's some other wires here. See down there? There's some really weird stuff. All this electrical, this wasn't like this before. Some of this electrical. And see my roof vents? Look. See how I got one there? And then I got this phone cable too. This is part of their Stasi tactics. You ever watch The Lives of Others? What the Stasi did to people in East Berlin? They would break into people's houses and they would set up full surveillance. This is kind of what they did to me. This is East Berlin all over again. This is pure communism. People say it's crazy. Yeah, well, it just happened not too long ago. Why did the Berlin Wall fall? Nobody knows. It's because of this. Reasons like this. So, in a society that's obviously infiltrated by fucking neo-Marxism, is it really so hard to believe they would use communist tactics? Look up targeted individual. Trust me, they do it. So it's pretty strange that my roof is like this. I remember when I did it, I had more of these things installed. I'm not 100% on it, I'll say. I know on the other side of the roof, it's a different type of roof. And I put it in every fucking spot. So, I can't see myself leaving these gaps like this every now and then. But look at this. See the wiring? See how there's another set down there on the ground? Like, that's pretty strange, eh? And then there's this wiring here with this blue shit. That blue wire. Look how dirty it all is. So that's been there for a little while. But it's like, I don't remember doing wiring like this. That's all going down. That's all going down to my my main panel. And one wire was cut and one wire was bypassed, but like, look at where it goes now. I'm going to show you. By the way, see that fucking, this styrofoam here? I'll show you. This over here, that piece and that piece was leaned up against that pipe and it was covering something. And I didn't know what the fuck it was, so I moved it out of the way. And if you look back there, I need a spotlight, you'll see some strange things. So hold on a sec, let me grab my light. It's like, now, if you look back there, see that? Way over there. They did, see that fucking, see what they did with the wires? They made like, that's called a torrid, I think. And it's got something to do with like, it's got something to do with the wiring. Where they changed the wire to radiate energy. And if, I found some videos where like, basically they use smart meters and they can fucking like pump an RF signal into your home. And they make it radiate. They basically make it radiate, fucking RF frequency. And it fucking, I don't know, if they turn your house into an antenna or I haven't figured it out yet, or they make you fucking sick, because I got some weird magnetic fields around here. And it's really fucking, it's fucking nuts. It's like, yeah, there's some spots that are really strange. So, this is one of their stupid shapes they leave. It's like a V. I don't know, it's supposed to, it's all over the place. It's some of their symbolism. It's supposed to fucking mean something. It's all hidden in plain sight. Fucking bullshit. Anyways, so we got some wires going there, but this was interesting. They were hiding that. See over there? See where the wires are going, like, one is going like down fucking nowhere, and the other one is going like in a different spot. But behind that pipe, they've got, it's kind of hidden, they've got that fucking bundle of wires. Now I want to go see what that is. Over there. Right there. I don't know if you could see it. It's in a shape. It's like a fucking turret. I want to point to it. But I should get on this side. Jump over this fucking thing. I got some big duct here. My duct works up here. But it's like, hold on a sec. I'm gonna have to straddle this. This is a weird brush. That I can do it. I just did. Fucking pain in the ass. So, see? Over there. That bundle of wire. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. But there's something. So, yeah. There it is. I have to grab that up to see what the fuck they're doing there. But that's a really weird shape to leave there. I think it represents something. Now, I don't know what they got going on here. See what's this way. No, I can't see right now. But I'll spin around. Look how black that is. So, it's pretty shitty. Now, I'll show you another source. I'll tell you what they've been doing here. If I can get the fuck out of here. Oh. Fucking bastards. Gee, I wonder what the fuck is going on down there. Probably all kinds of stuff. It's like, jeez. Anyways, I'll get back over here. It's like, hold on a sec here. So now, always fun. So, there's another source that they've got a lot of mold coming out of, and it's back here. So look at that, how black that is. See that? It's brutal. Look. You can see it all over the rafters. See a little pile of garbage there? That, like, I don't know, that means something. So, yeah, that's what they have, that's what they got going on. So what happens is that, hold on a sec. Basically, I'm going to take another video. I'm going to show, I want to get the camera down in there, but they, what happens is that it gets too hot in here, and they knew this. It's been like this for a few years. But the source over there, there's literally like a hole in a closet busted through the concrete floor. And what happens is they let the mold come up. They pump mold into here through a couple different sources. Another spot is through my fireplace, and it's actually coming from underground. It's fucking nuts, I know. And but I can prove it all. There'll be lots of evidence. So what happens is that they pump it up into this crawl space. Now there's not enough ventilation here. So what happens is that, I might as well shut the light off. What happens is that it gets so hot in here that it causes pressure because it's being pumped up in here, and through convection it stays up here. Now what happens is that since it's not being vented out, it goes up in here, it cooks, and it gets pumped throughout the whole house. Now I was actually outside, and there's spots like in between my siding where it kind of fell apart, and I could feel the hot humid air being pumped out through the walls. So it gets so hot here up here that it's like pressurized, and it has no choice but to escape out of everywhere. And it actually gets pumped all the way back down through the fucking walls, but it's festering up here in the attic and when it's really, really hot. And if you outside my house, I'll take a video and I'll show you on the side of my siding around the whole house, around the whole soffit, it's all black. So, and it gets into the house and it gets everywhere. And this is how they try to poison me and my family, me and my mother. And I guess I'm just gonna have to show you their source. I don't know what's going on here. Some weird fucking jelly. That's one of their other moves. It's like a different type of fucking mold. Look at the tar. I was up here one time and the tar, it was 80 degrees, look. And I thought my house was on fire. And my fucking roof, it was melting. Tar was melting through my rafters. Just like this. See it? Is that fucking crazy? It was melting through my rafters. I came up here and it was smoky. And I'm like, why is there smoke here? I couldn't figure it out. And I found all this. And this was wet. This was all wet. Now, I'll tell you right now, it's a flat shingle roof. You don't use a torch on it. There's no reason for this to happen. This is impossible. It was 80 degrees outside. This is impossible. How can it get that hot in here? Well, believe it or not, there was some type of a fucking heat source underneath the house. My siding got melted and my house would heat up. There were certain times where my house would get so hot it was ridiculous. My air conditioning was tampered with. My thermostat was actually hacked. It would fucking run heat when it was supposed to be air conditioning. They're trying to cook me and they're trying to boil the mold. I've got so much evidence for my air conditioning being tampered with. They didn't want me to have AC. I've got a windowed unit. It would fucking pulse with voltage drops and it would shut my air conditioning off. Listen, it was crazy. The breaker would blow. It's never happened before and it all happened this year. All at once. So now I'm gonna get some other pictures of in between. Like, that's weird too. See those electrical? I have to look at a different video, but I would have sworn to God there was fucking plugs there and they took them out. Because why would you do that? Like, why would you have boxes there with wires running to it? Like, why would you do this? You would have boxes with wires and then you'd take them apart. Now, if memory serves me correctly, I wasn't up here too long ago and there was fucking plugs. And my next door house is the same way. They had electrical wired up in the basement and in the fucking attic. It's like people were fucking living there or something. Like, it's fucking insane. Like, spying on me. I know, it's fucking crazy, but these people are crazy. So anyways, like, why would that ever happen? It's like, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna run wires, and I'm gonna just leave it. It's like, nobody would do that. You would just fucking finish the job. And I'm telling you, there were some fucking plugs here. Because I was gonna come up here, and I was gonna hook up this vent, and I was gonna plug it in. I thought of this a while ago when I inspected it. And I'm like, oh good, there's plugs up here. And now I come up here again, I'm like, there's no plugs anymore. They're fucking gone. It's like there's no more outlets. And I'm pretty sure it was right over there. So anyways, I'll get some different pictures of behind the walls and I'll show you what I mean.